All of you, welcome back to your first ever Solana Staking Dapp project where you're going to allow user to stake your token and they're going to earn reward. So you can control the entire smart contract we have written using the Anchor framework. We have used Next.js as a front-end tool. So let me give you a complete overview that how our staking Dapp will work and how the user can utilize to stake our token. So when the user will come to our application, this is how the homepage would look like. They can able to find the complete stats about the smart contract and all the stakings and the rewards which is going on. So the very first section we have is our header section. We have our logo and here we have this one. So you can simply click here. So it's going to reload the data behind the scene and you can click here and you can able to find your void address which you are connected. So if you are a user, it will display user, but I'm the admin which I have deployed the contract and I'm controlling the smart contract. So it's displaying this admin. You can see the total number of balance which I have, the token which we are providing as a staking. So this much token I have in my wallet and this much token I have a stake in the contract, and you can simply manage the token and you can copy your address. That's how you can do that. You can simply click here and you can simply disconnect your wallet or you can simply copy your address. So that's our header section will look like. And here we have our sidebar. We can go back to the different sections. So we have the dashboard, stake, reward, and admin. And here you will find the void address and the admin status. So this will be a dynamic one. So when the user will connect, it's going to be hidden this one, admin section. And now we have the main component, which is the dashboard. There we are displaying all the details about the smart contract and the current staking state. So currently I have staked this much token. Currently the pending reward is 0. So when there is a reward is available, it will reflect here. The next one we have is the current APY. So you can simply customize that what APY you want to provide, means return on investment you want to provide to the user. So far, the total number of quantity staked by multiple user is this one, 1155 token user have staked. You can able to find the last reward calculation when it happened, and here you will find the reward rate. So currently the reward rate is this much token every single second, but you can simply play around with this value and you can update that. So that's the overall stat section. Here we have the card section. So if you want to go to stake section, you can click here. If you want to claim your reward, you can claim. And if you want to unstake the token which you have staked in the contract, you can claim it from here. And here we have the balance. So this is your token available balance in your wallet address and this much token you have staked. So this is our dashboard section. The next section we have is our stake. So you can click it here and you can come back to the stake section. It's going to reload the data and it's going to give you all of this option, or you can simply come back to the stake and you can click here and it will also take you to the stake section. You will find the data about the stakes which you have done, all of this information, and from here you can able to stake the token in the contract, and from here you can able to withdraw the token which you have staked in the contract, which I will show you. And here we have some other information we have provided to this particular project which you can provide based on your branding and based on your token. So this is the stake section. Now come back to the reward section. If you click here, you will come back to the reward section and you can able to see the stats. Currently I haven't earned any reward, so I cannot able to withdraw. As long as the reward is available, I'm going to simply claim it and I can able to withdraw the reward from the contract. And here you will find all the details which we have provided. The next one we have is the admin section, and this is only visible to the admin because this is the account which I have used for deploying the contract and creating the token. So it has the power to control the smart contract. So here you will find the overall stats. So currently we have this much token in the contract. This is the staking volume. That's what we have here. Here you will find the reward current rate. So every single second user will get this much reward of the token. So far the users took this many token. The next one we have is the estimate duration. So currently we have this 25 days because this will be calculated automatically based on the reward rate which you will set and add the staking token in the contract. So this will be a dynamic one. From here you can able to control. So if you want to add the token in the contract, so user can stake and they can earn the reward, so you can add more token. And from here you can able to simply change the reward rate. So right now we have this particular reward rate, but if you want to update, you can update that. And here we have the emergency function. So if you want to withdraw the token from the contract, we have like this much token, including the user stakes, you can easily able to withdraw that. So this much token user have stake and we have funded our contract with 1000 extra tokens, so we can able to provide the reward. So this is how the entire UI component would look like. I hope you can understand that how everything is looking fine. Now let's try to do everything in action. So this is the dashboard. Now come back to the stake. And now I'm going to do the staking. So first you can see I have this much balance of the token which we have in the stake. So I can simply do the stake more. I can go with let's say 1000 more token I can stake in the contract. So I can click on this stake token. It's going to make a call and it's going to simply open it up. Our Phantom wallet, I have to simply log into my Phantom wallet. So I'll simply click on the password and I can simply give my credential. You can see that I'm giving my 1000 token to the staking contract. You can able to find the balance, click on confirm, and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete, this token will be available in our contract. So right now the transaction is completed and you can simply come back here. The data will take a little bit time for processing. Come back here and here you can see the fund went up. So we have successfully staked our token in the contract, and this is the current pending reward I have. So if I want to withdraw, I can withdraw that very easily. So that's how user can stake the token in the contract. Now, if I want to withdraw my staking, I can do that. For example, I have this much token, like 1955. So if I want to withdraw, let's say 955 token or any quantity which I have, or I can go with the max one, there's no problem. So I can withdraw, but I want to keep some token and I want to click on this unstake token. It's going to make a call and I can able to withdraw my token which I have is stake. So let's click on this and I have to click on this confirm. You can see we are getting our token back. That's why it's in the plus. Click on confirm and the transaction is taking place. And here we have successfully withdraw our token from the staking contract. So that's how user can stake and unstake their token from the contract. You have seen that. Now let's come back to the reward section and there you will find the details about the reward which you have earned. So currently we have this much token in the contract as a reward and I have this much reward I have earned. So I can simply able to claim the reward. So I can click on this claim reward. Is going to make a call and all I have to do is to simply confirm the transaction. So let's click on this. Let's click on this confirm and the transaction is in the process and here we have completed our reward. So finally the transaction is completed and we got the 0 and our reward is claimed successfully. So if you come back to the stake, you will find went down to 0. So we have withdraw our reward. So that's how user can withdraw the reward. And I'm also the admin because I'm connected with the same account. So I can simply come back to the admin and from here I can able to control. For example, if I want to fund token in the staking contract and I have already enough balance in my wallet address. So if I show you my balance, I have enough balance of the token. So I can simply fund the token in the contract so the user can start claiming without having any problem. So if I want to fund more contracts, so let's say let's fund 1000 more token in the contract. So I'll simply click on this add and I have to simply click on this and click on this confirm and the transaction is processed. You can able to find once the transaction will complete, this token will be added in our staking contract so the user can start taking the reward without having any issue. So it will take a little bit time for processing. Now you can come back here and you can see it went up to 3000. So looks perfect. We have funded our contract with the token so user can get their reward without having any trouble. So that's how admin can fund the contract with the token. Now if I want to change the reward rate, so like currently we are following this, but I can simply go with this actual one because this is the standard reward rate we follow in the industry when it's come to a Solana Staking Dapp project. So I can simply go with this particular value and I can click on this update rate and it's going to make a call. And here you will find I have to simply click on this confirm. So it's changing the states. Click on this confirm and here the transaction is happening. Once the transaction will complete and we'll have the reward rate is changed. You can see the date is already went up. You can simply give a quick reload. It's going to simply load the data and you will find that it's changed. So now the staking would be available for this many days because this is the reward rate we have set per second. So it will automatically calculate that how many token is available and how long it's going to be working. So that's how user can change the reward rate. For example, if I want to withdraw the token because I have funded. So if I want to withdraw, I can go with the max, but max is not the good option because you have to simply leave the token which user have provided. Got it? So now I can simply come back here and I want to withdraw 1000 token. Click on this withdraw token. This one is the emergency function we have included in the contract. So admin can withdraw that. So click on this confirm and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete, the token would withdraw successfully. So you can see the token is withdraw is went down to 200, 2000 or it was 3000. And this will also went down. You can simply give a quick reload. It will reset the data and here you will find every single thing is set. So that's how you can control as an admin. You can also set and earn reward and you can able to find all the details. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to simply change my account to account number 2. Actually, we'll go back to account number 3 because this token, currently this token I have set in the ICO contract for staking this token BB. Now I will simply give a quick reload. Is going to simply reload the account, and right now you will find that I have restricted. This is the restricted section because I try to access the admin page, which is the restricted one. So I can simply go back to the dashboard, and here you will find that currently I have staked 100 token in this particular contract already, and I have earned zero reward. This is the rate of interest which we are getting. So if I come back to the reward, there is no reward is available for me. I can come back to stake and I can simply stake more token. You can see the balance which I have. It will also reflect right up here in my token. If I want to simply, let's say, add more fund, let's say I want to go with, let's say, 1,000 more token, I can give that and I can simply make a call. Let's click on this continue, confirm, and the transaction is completed. Perfect. In the same way, I can easily able to withdraw my token. So I'll go with max, or I can simply give a quick reload because the data will take time for processing. You can see the reward I have earned. I can come back here and I can simply withdraw my reward, which I have earned. Let's click on this confirm, and the reward is earned successfully. It's making a call, and finally the transaction is completed. You will find that your balance will reflect in decimal because this is the reward you have earned, this portion. If I want to withdraw my all token, I can simply select and I can simply click on this unstake, and I can easily able to withdraw my token. So the transaction is the process. Once the transaction will complete, here we got the token back to our wallet address. If you click here, you can able to see the fund is there in your wallet address. All the fund we have it. Now, if you give a quick reload or you can change the tab, it will simply update the state and the balance will also get updated. So that's how you can able to control as an admin, and how that's how user can simply able to stake the token and earn the reward. So you can see how beautifully everything is working fine. We are providing maximum feature to our user to earn the reward, and we as an admin can control the smart contract as well. So every single thing is well optimized. If I show you the mobile version of this, it looks absolutely incredible. So we can simply click here, it's going to reload the data and it's going to fetch it out. Here you will have this one. If you click here, you can able to see the stake portion. That's how it's going to look on the stake section. If you go back to the reward, that's how it's going to look on the reward. It's going to simply fetch out the data and it's going to reflect. And if I want to change my account, if I go back to the admin, which is the account number one, and if I give a quick reload, is going to simply feed the data and give me more options. So if I come back here, you can see admin is there. I can click here and I can able to see the data, the fund, every single thing is looking good. So this one is a really powerful application which you can add in your portfolio. If you want to start launching, you can do that very easily. All you have to do is to deploy this smart contract, which we have deployed on the devnet. You can deploy it on the mainnet. You can set your token and everything is ready to go. So I hope you have understood. Now let me give you all the resources which you need to develop this particular project. That what are the requirement, what are the technology we need to have to develop the smart contract and this front end part. So to get the startup file, you can come back to the blockchain coder. There you will find all the project we have in our channel. So you can simply check one by one, come back to the source code section. Here you will find all the project we have built on our channel. That's a lot of project we have build at least 5 projects. When you will build project, you will understand how everything's work. So to get the startup file, you can click here, go back to the recent project. This is the one which you have to simply clone. So click on this get now. You will come back here, click on this starter file. It will take you to the GitHub, and from here you can able to understand that what are the structure we are following, what are the resources we need to develop this application, what are the libraries, what are the modules which we are utilizing. So you can easily able to find every single details about this particular project and the requirement. So we're going to simply clone the repository and we're going to start working together. Come back to the blockchain coder, and I have also given you the final source code. So those of you who take the final source code, this is what exactly you will get, which you have seen in the demo. And when you will take the final source code, you will give your valuable contribution to my team to bring more projects like this. So now let me show you how you have to do the setup when you will take the final source code. When you will take the final source code, you will get the zip file. Make sure to extract the zip file and you will get this particular folder in which you will have the complete source code of the project which we have built together, including the smart contract. So all you have to do is to simply open this particular folder in your VS Code. So click on the VS Code and go back to open. The final code is on the desktop, so I'll simply select this one and drag and drop here. Close this one. Let's make on the big screen. Close this one. And let me zoom a little bit. Now let me give you a complete walkthrough about the folder infrastructure we have included and how we have designed this entire project. So the very first folder you will find in the project is this app, in which you will find all the pages we have designed. Like this is the admin page in which you will find the complete code we have written for the admin. So you don't need to make any changes. If you want to do the changes in the text, like if you want to remove this portion, this white text, you can do the editing, but all the logic is dynamically. So I'll show you what are the changes you have to do. So this is the admin page we have. Now we have the reward page. This is the entire reward page we have. And we have the stake page where we have calling the stake functionality. We have the Feb icon, so you have to display your icon which you want to display for your branding. And we have the CSS file which we have coded for it. And we have the layout which we have designed, including the metadata. So you can simply give the name of your application, description, and your Feb icon location. So it will display the Feb icon. And here we have done the configuration and wallet management. Just keep it as it is. Then we have the pages. Here we have done the entire coding for our page, which is going to reflect in the dashboard layout. Perfect. Close this one. So you don't need to make any changes in this particular folder. Simply close this one. The next one we have is the component, in which you will find we have built all the component for this particular project. So we have this admin panel where we are providing all the details related to the smart contract to the admin. That's all we have here. So don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. If you want to do the changes in the text, you can do that very easily. Close this one. The next one we have is the reward. This is the entire component for claim reward. Then we have the desktop layout where we have our sidebar, we have our header section. That's all you will find here. We have the staking form. This is the entire component we have for the staking form. We have the staking stats. So we are displaying the stats about the contract right up here. So you can easily able to provide all the details. And if you want to change the icon or the name or the titles, you can do that very easily. The next one we have is this unstake form. This is the entire one which user can simply use it for unstaking the token from the contract. And we have this wallet connect for displaying if the user is not their wallet is not connected. And then we have is this withdraw token. So user admin can call this to withdraw the token from the smart contract. So you will find this is the entire component we have for this particular project. So close this one. The next one we have is the context, in which we have our wallet connect. So this is the entire setup we have done for allowing user to connect multiple wallets. So currently we are providing this 4 option, but I have only Phantom in my browser. That's what I can able to see. But if you have any other wallet, it will reflect absolutely fine. Now, this is the configuration we have done for the context management. Perfect. Now close this one. Close this one. Now we have the contract, and this one is the most important thing. All the feature which we are providing related to the buying of the token, staking of the token, reward of the token. This is the contract we have coded. So we're going to code the exact contract in the complete project. So once you will, so this is the complete contract. You don't need to make any changes. Every single thing is dynamic. I'll show you once you will deploy the contract how you have to initialize it. After that, everything would be working absolutely fine. So this is the entire smart contract we have for our staking contract, which we have coded using Rust Anchor framework. Close this one. The next one we have is the hook. This one is our context management, where we are providing all the data, all the connection with the smart contract and performing all the transactions. So we are importing all of the libraries, including the ABI and the notification. And here we have the state variables which we have taken for triggering. This is the provider we are creating. This is the program, because we have to get the ABI and we have to get the program which we can call in the function. We have the check balance function, fetch data, we have the use effect, we have the initialize. So when you will deploy the contract, you have to initialize the smart contract. So this is the first function we have to call, which we're going to tell you, which I will show you. Then we have the stake token function, unstake token function, we have the claim reward, we have add reward, we have the update reward rate, we have the force refresh, we have the withdraw token, and here we have all the function and variable which we are exporting to our context management. Keep it as it is. Then we have our library, means idle file. And this is the complete API of our smart contract, which we have to provide here. So once you will deploy the contract, you have to get the API, and that's what you have to provide here, which I will show you how you can get it. Close this one. Close this one. Then we have the public. Inside the public, we have this icons which we have used, but you can keep it as your branding. That's what you can keep it. And we have this icon of our logo, which we are displaying in our header section. So that's what we have here. Then we have this one style. There we have written all the CSS code for our styling part. So just keep it as it is. Don't make any changes. This is the Tailwind CSS classes we have utilized, and that's what we have coded. Close this one. Close this one. The next one we have is the utils, in which you will find that this is the context management section we have, where we are keeping all the constant variables. So all you have to do is to do the changes in the environment variable, and that's what we are importing and passing on to our application. I'm testing on DevNet. That's why I have taken this if block. which I will show you. And here we have the network configuration, and here we have the staking pool sheet, staking sheet, and here we have the other constant variable. So this will work absolutely fine for any token. So this particular contract we have coded will work for any decimal point. So currently we are focusing is 9 decimal point, which is the standard token decimal point on the Solana blockchain. But if you are using 6 or any other, it will work absolutely fine. That's what you have to simply update here. So my token decimal point is 9. That's what I have activated. So this is our constant section. Now if we come back to the helper section, here we have built a couple of helper function which allow us to simply do the modification and calculation. So this one is the format amount. This is a short address, pool address. We have the user stick address. We have the current APY. We have the format date. We have the number. We have the debugging function which we have built. So if anything goes wrong, so we have to simply check this one, which we'll cover extensively in the project. So this is all we have. Don't need to make any changes. Just keep it as it is. Then we have this environment variable. So all we have to do is to simply provide the relevant information about our project. So when you will deploy your smart contract, you have to provide your program ID here. And you have to provide the token address which you want to use for staking and providing the reward. And you have to provide the same account which you have used for deploying the staking contract as well as the token. That's what you have to provide here. So I have used this particular account for deploying my token contract as well as my staking program contract. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. This is going to be the admin of the contract. And from here, you can able to activate the devnet on the mainnet. So if you want to activate the mainnet, you can simply close this one and you have to bring it back here. So it will automatically do the configuration based on the mainnet, but you have to simply deploy the contract and provide the mainnet addresses for the wallet as well as the token. So that's the thing you have to keep in mind. So I'll simply bring it back because I have deployed my token on the devnet. And here you have to get your own RPC URL from Acmeli, which I will show you how you can get it. Anyway, I'm going to provide you this, but you have to create your account on Acmeli and you have to get your own RPC URL because this has a limited number of requests which you can make. After a certain point, it's not going to work. Got it? So that's the environment variable which you have to provide. And that's the only thing. Then we have this get ignore, just keep it as it is. We have the code setup. Here I've given all the instruction that how you have to do the setup when you will get the final source code. So make sure to read this one. This is the video which I have attached. Means this video which I'm recording, that's what I'm going to attach here. So you can simply watch it till the end. So first watch till the end, you will understand every single setup which you have to do. Here I've given the timestamp and I'm going to simply deploy this application to Hostinger. Currently they are giving 75% discount, which is absolutely best and one of the fastest hosting provider you will have at the moment, and it will give you amazing discounts and they have amazing customer support. So I'm going to deploy this application to Hostinger. So make sure to get it. And here you will find that if you don't have your token, means if you haven't created your token, make sure to simply watch this video in which I have explained that how you can create your token, which you can use in this particular project. So make sure to watch this video. This will help you to create your token on mainnet and devnet. And in this, we are following the modern program ID for token creator because there are two model. We are using the latest model. So make sure to watch this one, that what model we are using and what model is supported in the smart contract. That's what we have here. And if you have any question, any doubt, you can simply shoot an email here. We'll try to help you, and make sure to simply provide all of these details. If you are providing us the video, make sure to upload to YouTube and share the link. Don't share the video straight away. Otherwise, due to security reason, we cannot open the video and we'll block the video. So make sure to share the link of the YouTube. So that's the setup section we have. Close this one. Now we have this txt config. So just keep it as it is. You don't need to make any changes. And here we have the next config file. So we have done the optimization already. So if you want to do any configuration, that's all you can do here. Then we have the package.json file. There you will find all the packages which we are utilizing. We have the latest packages with the latest model. That's all you will find. We are using the latest Next.js version. We have using the adapter, wallet adapter. That's all we have here. We have the post CSS. Just keep it as it is. We have the tellme file. There you will find all the details, all the important links which you need to follow to deploy your contract, get the faucet, and all of the instruction which you will find here. Close this one, and here we have the Tailwind config file. We have done and written all the code for our Tailwind components and the file. So that's all we have here. I hope you have understood the complete folder and file structure, that what exactly you have got in the file and source code. Now, the very first thing you have to do is to get your token address. So if you come back to the README file, I have already given you this particular live demo, which you can use it to create your token. So I'll do the same thing. I'll come back here, paste the URL and hit enter. And it's going to open the application right now. It's on live on Netlify. I'll simply connect my wallet. So I'll simply click here. I'll click my frontend wallet and I'm connected. You can see my fund. And this project is absolutely amazing. You're able to find all the feature we have included. We have the metadata viewer, we have the token metadata, we have the revoke authority, we have the manage authority, we have the token authority transaction. So I would highly encourage you to watch this particular video. This particular video in which I have given you the complete instruction that how you can utilize it. This one is really powerful. Got it? This one is really powerful. Now, what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to create my token. So I'll simply come back on the create section and I have to give the token name. So what I will do, I'll simply call this token to be SSS. You can call whatever name you have to give, but I'll go with this SS because I have already created a lot of token and I have to get some dummy text which I can provide to my token. And it's going to be a 9 decimal point. And I can see that's the decimal point I will select. I can simply upload my image. So this is the token which image which I will select and click on this create token. And it's going to create the token. And I have to simply click on this and click on this mint. Simply ignore this one because it's working on the subdomain. That's why I'm getting this warning. Click on this confirm and the transaction is taking place. Once the token will be created, you will find the details about the token. So we have created the token. You can come back to the token metadata and here we have the token which we have created, this one. I'll simply copy this one, come back to the token authority. I can paste the address here, click on this info and you can able to find that I hold the authority for minting and I have the authority for freezing. So currently there is no supply, but I can simply create more supply. So I'm going to first create the supply in my own wallet address. This is the admin which I've used for creating the token and this is the account I'm going to use for deploying my contract as well. So I'll mint the token and it's taking a process. Let's click on this confirm. It's going to make one more transaction. So just wait. The transaction in the process and here it's happening. Finally, we are minting the token. Click on this confirm and the transaction is completed and we have successfully done the minting and you can see the supply is reflecting fine. If you open the MetaMask, you will find the token is also reflecting here in our dashboard. SS 100 million we have created. So we have done the token creation successfully. Now what I will do, I'll simply come back to the token and you can find that this is the one which I have created. So I'll simply copy this one. This is the token which I have copied and that's what I have to provide here. If you have your existing token, make sure to you can provide that as well. There's no problem in it. So I'll simply come back here and I'm going to give my token. This is my token address, which this time I want to use it. So I've given my token address. Now I've given my token address. Now I have to get my account admin. So I have used the same account, the admin. If I copy this one, come back to the manage authority, paste here, and I can see this is the admin and I'm connected with the same one. So that's what I'm going to paste here. It's already there. Got it? So I got this too. Now I have to get my program ID of the staking contract. If you have your existing token, it will work absolutely fine. There's no problem in that. So what I will do, I'll simply come back to my contract and this is the contract which I have to deploy. So I'll simply close this one and you can simply type Solana Playground. This is an online ID which allow you to deploy the smart contract from the Solana chain. So you can simply type Solana Playground or you can simply come back here in the README file. I have already provided you the link. So you can simply come back here and you can simply copy this one, not this one, and it will take you to the same location. You should always check your domain because there is multiple fake Solana online ID. If you try to connect with them, it's going to withdraw the fund which you have in your wallet. So you should always use the exact one. It's better to simply do a search on Google and then come back to here. So you can see I already have the Solana Playground. Now I have to create a repository. So I'll simply click on this staking and I have to select this anchor framework, click on this create. And here I have created my repository, means the project. Now I can come back here and I can simply close this one, and I can come back here. I'm going to simply select all and that's what I can simply paste here, remove it and paste here. So this is the entire smart contract we have coded for the staking. You can see this is the address, but the moment I will simply do the build command, this will be changed. And make sure you should have enough fund in your void address, because this is the custom contract we have coded. So it's going to cost you a little higher as compared to what transaction you make on the Solana. So when you will deploy the contract, it's going to cost you a little higher amount, because this is the custom contract we have built based on our requirement. So I already have enough fund. If you don't have enough fund, you can simply click on this wallet and make sure you can pick your phantom wallet, because by default it will provide you the internal wallet of Solana Playground. You should not use this wallet, you should use your phantom wallet. Click here, or if you come back here, you will find here by default you will be not connected, so you can simply click here, click on this connect to phantom, and will be connected and will reflect the fund here right up here. So what I will do, I already have enough fund in this particular wallet, so I'll simply do one thing. I can simply come here, I can simply copy the address, because this is the account number one I'm going to use for deploying the contract. So I'll choose the transfer of the fund into my phantom wallet. So I'll simply come back here, click on the send, and I can give the recipient and I can give the fund to 10 and click on this send, and it's going to transfer the 10 sol which I have in my internal wallet of this particular playground to my phantom wallet. So I'll simply open it up and click on this phantom wallet, and right now you can see I have 25. So I've done the transfer of the fund successfully. So that's the first thing. Make sure to save it, and or you can simply give a reload if you waited for so long. You can see this is the entire contract we have. Now we can click on this build, and it's going to do the compilation of the contract. So here it's happening. Just wait. And the one thing I have noticed, when you are testing on the DevNet on Solana, sometime you will get a notification that the network is busy or the network is down. And the RPC endpoint we are using for the DevNet is not working because the network is down. So you have to wait, you have to try after some time, or after 5 to 6 hours later, when the network will get activated, you can simply able to deploy it. Right now you can see there is no problem in the network and I can able to deploy, and the contract is got compiled successfully. I can click here and I can compile one more time. It will change the program ID of our contract. So you can see it's changed, and you will have your program ID. So you have to use your own. Now I have to click on this deploy. I'm using the same account. You can see GNF, that's what account I'm using. And this is the account I have used for deploying the token as well. Click on this deploy. It's going to make a call. And once it will deploy the contract successfully, this might take a little bit time. So it's taking a little bit fun. Click on confirm and the transaction is happening. Once the transaction will complete, you have to make another call. So first we have to confirm one transaction and we have to confirm another transaction. So just a moment, I have to do one more confirmation, and once we do that, our contract would be live on the DevNet Solana blockchain. So just a moment, and here we got the second confirmation. Click on this confirm and the transaction is taking place. Once the transaction will complete, we got the confirmation. Click here, and here you will find all the details about the contract we have deployed, signature, result, all of this confirmation which you can able to find, the admin. This is the our program ID we have generated, all of this other vaulted address which you have. That's all you will find. So you can simply explore all of this. Come back here. Now I'm going to simply copy this one. This is the program ID. That's what I have to use here. Close this one. We have deployed the contract. Close this, come back here, and we have to change it. Change it. So we have changed that. Perfect. So we got all of this environment variable. I have deployed to the devnet. Now you have to get your RPC URL. So it's very easy. I have already given you the instructions. So you can simply come back here. You can able to find this Acme, copy this one, come back here, open a new tab, paste here, and Acme is a very powerful platform for Web3 dApps. So make sure to create your account, verify your account. Once you will do that, similar dashboard like this, depending when you are watching this, if you're watching after 1 year, 2 years, the interface might change, but you have to get your RPC URL. And this project will work absolutely fine when no matter when you are watching it. So I'll click here and you can click on this network and you will find all the RPC endpoints. So you can simply come back here and find the Solana one. So we'll have the Solana right up here somewhere. Just let me get that. So this is the Polygon we have. This is the Solana and you have to get it for the mainnet. So simply copy this one, come back here and close this one. because the RPC we are using, means the wallet provider we are using, it will work absolutely fine on the devnet, but it will not work on the mainnet. So you have to get your own one. So I'll simply paste here, and this is the mainnet one, and you have to get it. So this is all the environment variable we need to do the setup. So we have done with the program ID, token address, and the admin. Now we are ready to do the installation of the project. So make sure to open up your terminal, and you have to check your node version. So I have the latest node version. There is no problem in that. You can go with that. Now I have to simply do the installation of the project. So I'll type simpmi and it will do the installation. This might take a little bit time depending on your internet speed. And we are using a couple of packages which little bit heavy, but it will work absolutely fine. So you have to wait, and it will do the installation very quickly. Finally, we have done with the installation. It took few seconds for me. In your case, it will take a little bit time. So just wait. Once the installation will complete, then we are ready to test the application. And you can see that we are getting a couple of depreciated warning. It's not, there is no problem in that, because we are using the most stable version, which would be compatible with the future version as well as in the past version. So it's absolutely fine. And we are getting a couple of vulnerabilities. Simply ignore that one because it's not that important. And it's a Web3 application. So what we have to do is to simply clear our terminal. So we have done the installation. We got our node module in which you will find all the packages which we are using. Got it? Now all you have to do is to simply run this particular command. So if you come back to the packages and file, this is the command which you have to execute. Dev command. So simply type npm run dev and hit enter, and it's going to start the application on localhost 3000. Perfect. So you can simply copy this one. Now you can come back here, close this one, open a new tab, paste here and hit enter. It's going to start the application on localhost 3000. So just a moment. Here the application got open, and you will find that this is how it's going to look by default. It will find out that it's an admin, but the moment I will switch my account to any other account, you will find that the moment I will give a rollout, the admin is gone and this is the user. So I have to activate the smart contract. So only admin can do it. So I'll simply give a reload, and now I'll come back to the admin, and here I have to simply activate the contract. So all I have to do is to simply set the reward rate. The moment I will do that, it will automatically update the contract and all the states. If you go to other section, there is no data available. So this is the first thing you have to do as an admin. You can see I'm connected with the same account which I have used for deploying the contract, which I have used for creating the contract. So come back here in the admin and let's give the reward rate. So I'll go with this particular one, or I can go with this. You can set any reward rate per second. Okay, click on this initialize staking pool, and it's going to initialize the pool for you. And click on this confirm. So we are initializing, so we have to make 2 transactions, and we have to call one more transaction is going to register ourself as an admin in the contract. So here it's happening, and let's click on the final confirmation. And finally the final confirmation is happened, and it's going to simply do the update of the contract. So we have done with that, successfully initialize the contract. Now you can come back here, and you will find that it's going to reload the data, and right now there is no data is available in the contract. It will reflect the balance of the token which you have in your wallet. So if I come back here, this is the token we have, SS 100 million we have created. There is no balance we have stake. So now the very first thing you have to do as an admin to provide the reward token in the contract. Then the user can easily able to claim the token. So come back to the admin, and we have the function for add reward. So I'll going to provide reward, let's say 10,000 token, and you have to constantly monitor the supply of the reward. That one is very important. Otherwise, the transaction will fail when the user will try to claim the reward or withdraw the token. So you have to maintain the supply of the reward. So click on this add reward is going to make a call, and first thing we have to simply click on this confirm, and it's going to make the transaction successfully, and it will send to the contract. So we have done the transfer of the token, and it's going to simply do the update. Perfect. Now you can click on the dashboard. You will find every single thing is updated. If you come back to the admin, you will find that it's going to simply set that this much token you have provided as a vault, means reward. Now I can come back here, and you can see the balance is went down. If I go back to the dashboard, you can see balance is went down, and I can do the staking now. I can do the staking now. This is the reward that we have at the moment. If I go with, let's say 20,000 token I stake. Currently I have this much balance. Click on the stake token and click on this confirm, and you can see we have sent that successfully. The transaction is completed, and we have staked the token. If you give a quick reload, you will see the token will reflect fine in our, and there is currently 0 pending reward because it has a per second rate. So soon this balance will up, and we can is able to withdraw the token. So if I come back here, give a reload one more time, you will find that now we have the reward. So it's taking a little bit of time because we have added the buffer time. If you come back to the reward, there you will find it's going to fetch out the data, and currently we don't have the reward because we have added the buffer time, which is working absolutely fine. So this is how you can set, and we can allow the user to simply stake the token and earn the reward. So if I come back here and if I want to simply, let's say, withdraw the token, so I want to withdraw, let's say, close to 400, and click on this unstake and click on this confirm, and the transaction is in the process. Once the transaction will complete, it's going to simply withdraw the token out of the staking contract, and I can easily able to have the token in my wallet. So perfect, this went down. If I give a quickly reload, you can able to find the details that this much reward I have earned. So we have working the buffer time absolutely fine. Click here and you can easily able to withdraw the token. Click on this claim reward and the reward would be claimed successfully. Perfect. Okay, this is absolutely perfect. So that's how everything would be working fine. In the same way, I can come back to a different wallet address and you will find that I don't have this particular token in my other wallet. So what I will do, I'll simply copy the address and I will send the token to that particular void address. So I'll select the token. This is the one. And I can simply click on the send. I can give the recipient address and I can simply give the quantity. So if I click on this, I can able to say 2 and I can give the quantity, let's say 2000. Click on this next. We are transferring 2000 token to account number 2. Click on this send and it's going to make the transaction. So just a moment, the transaction is happening and finally the transaction is completed. Now I can come back to the account number 2 and I can able to see the balance will reflect fine. 200 token we have it. Now we can simply give a reload and you can see my fund is there. I can come back to the staking and the token is available, so I can simply do the stake 100 and make a call. Click on this confirm. So that's how we can do the transaction. We can stake. And what if I want you to stop this particular account for doing any transaction in this particular token? We can do that very easily. So I can come back here. I can minimize this one and I can come back to the README file. And we have this demo project. Like as I told you, this project is the most advanced one we have. So simply come back here, open this particular project. And first thing you have to do is to get the authority. So you can simply click here, connect wallet, and I can simply connect my account number 2. So I have to go to my account number 1 because that's the admin of our token. I'll give a reload. And right now you can see one thing. I can come back here to our application. This account number 2 can easily able to perform the transaction. But if I want to block this account for performing the transaction, I can do that very easily. So for that, I need the address of the token. Come back to the environment variable. So this is our token address. Copy that one. And I can come back here, go back to the authority, go back to the token authority, paste the address here, click on fetch info and you will find the details about the token. Now here we have an option to freeze any particular void address, and this will work only when a particular address will have your token. So in this case, this token has our token, so we can freeze that if we find out that if anything is doing wrong. So I can simply come back here, I can copy the address from here, I copy it. Now I can come back here, I can paste here and I can call this freeze. The moment I will do that, this account will be freeze and it cannot able to perform any transaction of our token. So this account is freezed. Now the moment I will simply come back here and I can reload the page, I can come back to the token authority, I can paste here, you can find that this token is freeze. So this token cannot able to perform the transaction. This is the exact balance this token has. Now I can do one thing. I can simply come back here, switch back to account number 2 because that's the account number 2. I can simply give a reload and now I want to simply do the transaction, stake the token, but it will not work. If I call this stake token, you can see I'm getting this warning. The transaction will fail because this token has no permission to do the transaction because we have freeze the token. So if I unfreeze this token, I can do that very easily. So first thing I can do is I can switch back to the account number 1 because that's the admin of the token. I did it. Now I can simply copy it. Copy the token, paste here, and I can click on this throw. The moment I will do that is we're going to unfreeze the token, and it's unfreezing. So it done. Click on this refresh and there's no freezing. Now I can back to the application. Now I can simply do one thing. I'm in account number 2. Come back here, give a reload, and now I can able to do the transaction. So I can able to stake. So if I want to stake, let's say 100, I can click on the stake token and it's going to make a call. We are staking it and confirm. So every single thing is working absolutely fine. You can see how beautifully we have developed this particular project. User can stake, you can easily able to use this particular one to freeze it. I can earn the reward. I can come back to the reward section, and from there I can easily able to claim my reward which I have earned by staking my token. So I hope you have understood that how everything is coming together, how we have built this powerful application, and how everything is combined with a smart contract, with the front end, and with the blockchain code. So this looks perfect. So this is how you can control the entire staking Dapp project. You will find all the quick details about the account. So I hope you have understood every single thing, that what exactly you have to do and how you have to do the testing. So what I will do, I'll simply open up my terminal. I'm going to stop the application and clear, and I can type npm run build. This is the command you have to run. When you will run this command, is going to generate the out folder. Is going to simply execute this particular command. This command will generate the out folder. If you want to deploy to Hostinger, because we need the out folder for it. So here it is deploying it. Just wait, and it will generate the out folder for us. And finally, we have generated our out folder, and we can simply deploy this particular code to our Hostinger provider. So we are done with that. We got our output folder, and now we are ready to deploy this one. Perfect. I'll close this one. I'll close this one. Now this code we have to upload to our Hostinger. Now let me show you how you can deploy this application online so other can start using your project. So you can come back to the readme file, and there you will find all the details I have provided, that which hosting provider you have to use. So you can use Hostinger. So you can simply copy this one, and you can simply copy, come back here, click on this, paste this URL. And when you will use this particular URL, you will get 50 to 70% discount on your first purchase. So from here, you can able to read about this particular hosting provider. It's really powerful, and they have an incredible support and backup system. So currently they are offering in a very cheap price. I'm from India, but no matter which part of the world you are, you will get a 75% discount in all the services which they are providing. So if you come back here, you can able to compare that which package you want to take. So if you are starting up with a small project, you can pick this one, but I would highly encourage you to take the premium one, which is very much affordable, and you can easily able to have a lot of feature in that. So you can see what you will get in the premium. You can pick any one. Starter, for this one is for single website, and this one is for multiple website, in which you will have a lot of extra feature. So you will have up to 10 website you can host, manage hosting, like monthly visitor, storage. That's all you will find. You will also get a free domain in the premium plan, which you can use it. You will have a dedicated IPFS. If you want to use WordPress management, you can do that. If you can see the AI hosting builder, you will get that. You will have the security modules. You will have the support. So they will give you incredible support. Like all the project which I have built, the support is absolutely incredible. What are the other things you will get? You can simply compare your plan. So you can pick either single if you are going with this particular project, or you can go with the premium if you want to scale it up and have more visitor. So I'm going to buy the premium feature for this particular project for deploying. So click on this choose plan, and you will come back here. So you can create your account. I'll go to select Google for it. Click here, and I have to pick my account which I'm going to use for creating. So I'll select this one and just move it in my cart section. So here I can able to find the details about the service which I have picked. It's a premium one, and by default it will be selected 48 month. But I want to show you as a demo purpose, so I will go with 1 month. But I would encourage you to pick either for 24, or you can go for 48 month. In that way, you will have the maximum discount. So I'll pick 1 month, and here it's going to cost me this. And I want to also get the domain, because currently to get a free domain, it's available in 12-month plan. So if you buy the 12-month plan, then you will get a free domain, but it's not available in 1 month. So I'm going to simply buy a domain right from here. So I'll say coders dash projects. So this is the domain name which I'm going to pick. And here you will find that what are the domain name is available. So you can pick from yours end. And I have to find the like cheapest one is going to be this one. It's very cheap, and it's going to be valid for 1 year. So finally I have bought the domain. It's valid for 1 year, and I can select the extension I want to use if I want to pick anyone, but I'm okay with this. the store one. And this much money I have to pay, so I have to simply click on this continue, and here it's going to redirect me right up here. Finally, I'm redirect here in the payment page. So let me quickly make the payment. So I'm buying two things. Like first is the hosting premium and the domain, and you can see that I'm paying very minimum. It's just for 1 month I'm buying. So let me continue with the payment. So finally I've done with the payment. After completing payment, I'm redirect here. So you can simply select my or my business, and you can simply click on next, and it will ask you a couple of things that how you want to create, like migrate a website, grant as a developer to do for me, or you can simply go to this test. It will ask you to pick different providers, like you want to use hosting a website builder, or you can do anything. So what I will do, I'll simply come back here and I'm going to open a new tab, because once you do that, you can simply come back here to hostinger, or I can simply copy this one to get it to my account. So I'll simply paste here. So make sure come back to the hostinger. We have done with account creation. Now I can simply log into my account straight away. And finally, you can see after creating my account, I have successfully logged in, and you can able to find the dashboard. Now I can easily able to see all the details. So if I come back to the domains, there you will find that my portfolio, I can able to see the domain which I have bought. So this is the one which I have bought, and I haven't done the setup. So to do that, I can simply click on this setup, and here it will ask me that how I want to do the setup. I can set the country, which is India. I can set it for personal, or I cannot set it for organization. So you can set it for anything. The setup is going to be exactly the same. So let's select for organization, click on next step. And here you have to fill out all the details about your domain. So it would be registered. So make sure to fill out the details properly. Now I can click on this finish registration, and here you will find that my domain is getting registered based on the detail which I have provided. So that's the first thing you have to do. Go back to your domain and do the proper registration. So you will have a valid domain available which you can use in your project. So here you can see it will complete soon. So the setup is completed. Now I can click on this continue, and I will come back to my dashboard. And here you will find the details. If you go back to the domain, then you will find that the domain verification isn't pending because it's happening the verification now. Soon it will complete. Now, once we're done with that, now you can come back to the website, and here you will find the list of websites. So click here, and right now we don't have any website yet. So what we have to do is we have to simply upload the code we have generated to the setup. So we say start, continue setup, click here, and you will come back here, and here you will ask you that how you want to provide and host the application. So we'll say empty HTML website. So click on this, and from here you have to pick the domain which one you want to use. So this is the domain which we have bought. So I'm going to select this one. I've selected that. Now I can click on this next, and it's going to simply go to the next step. And from here I can select the region of my location. So based on your audience where you are targeting, you have to pick. I will go with India, which is going to cover almost every single portion. So I'll simply select continue, and here the project is initialized. So we are successfully creating the project. Let's wait. Once the project will create successfully, then we can easily able to perform the transaction. And here you will come back to your dashboard. From there you can able to control the entire website. Here you will find all the thing which you have in your control, like hosting plan. You can able to check the performance, you can able to check the analytics, security, email, domain, website files. That's all you will find here. Right now you can see we have selected this domain. That's what we have connected, and currently this domain is not activated. It will take up to 24 hours because just now we have created and bought the domain. And here you will find the details about the domain. So if you click here, and you will have the details about the domain, the activation, the verification is in the process, the email ID and the price. That's all you will find. If you come back to the DNS name server, from here you can able to configure any DNS which you want to configure, like you can child name DNS. That's all you will find. Domain ownership, that's all you can able to check. So come back here, I'll go back to the home, and here we will find all the projects. So I'll go back here, go back to the website list, and I can select the website I have, go back to my dashboard. So I'll come back to my dashboard. This is the hosting, this is the email. So if you want to set the email, you can do that. Now we have to upload our code. So our website is running smoothly. Now to upload the code, all we have to do is to simply click on this file manager, and it will open this particular model, and from here you have to upload our file. So we have to simply click here, go open this particular folder, and we can simply delete this one. It's not that important. Simply delete this one. Now all we have to do is to simply upload our code. So come back here, I'm going to minimize this one and come back here. Now okay, you can click on this and go back to the desktop. We have the staking and we have this out folder. We have it. This is the one. Open this one and now we can simply select all of that, and that's what we have to update. We got all the code right up here. It's successfully uploaded. Now you can come back to the hosting and you can simply give a quick reload, and there you will find. So I've successfully waited for 1 day and verify my domain and the email, and currently you can see it's active. I can click on this. It's going to open on a new tab, and here we have our application live. So what I will do is simply copy this one. I can come back to my Chrome browser because I have the wallet in my Chrome browser, and I can come back here, and here you can see it's open. Now I can click on this connect wallet. I can select the phantom wallet. I can give my credential, and here I'm connected, account number 2. So I'll switch back to the account number 1 because that's the admin. Click on this connect, and here I'm connected. You can able to find all the details and your stake which you have done. That's all you will find, your balance. You can come back here and you can able to see the reward which you have earned. If you want to withdraw the token, I can do that, and I can click on this unstake. It's making a call. Click on this confirm, and the transaction is happening, and we are calling it successfully. So this project is really powerful. I hope you have understood that how everything is coming together and how we have built this powerful application which allow us to sell our own token. You can able to find all the details about the token. That's how it looks good. You can click in the road and you will find all of that. Then you have withdraw that one. So I hope you have understood that how you have to do the setting of this particular project and what exactly we go to develop. So come back to the blockchain coder, get the final source code or get the starter file so we can start working on the project straight away. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. I hope you have understood every single thing. So that's the only thing I want to cover in this video. With that, I'm ending this. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.